I've always struggled to create a setup that works for me because my bedroom is not only where I sleep, but also where I code, build computers, and make videos. Interior designers can be pricey, so I decided to try Fiverr, a website to find high-quality freelancers ranging from website design to music producers. And they helped me transform my struggling setup into a cozy enclave that actually makes me excited to do my work. Thank you Fiverr for sponsoring this video. Let's start with what I actually like about my setup. So I do enjoy the aesthetic. I like the colors, I like how it looks, and I like how it feels. It has a solid desk, a standing desk, and a solid chair. But there are a few things that I would change. While I do like multiple monitors, they just take up way too much desk space. I also don't like my cable management. I have wires exposed, and I'd rather have just none exposed. I would also like to have my computer on my desk. That simplifies cable management. It's easier to plug in USB devices, and I like to show off my computer. And lastly, I want better lighting and better personality in my room. My room walls are bare. I'm really bad about that. It's quite a few things that I would like to change. Fingers crossed that Fiverr can help me out. Let's find out. I went to Fiverr and found two freelancers that helped bring my vision to life, M. Samama and Redesign. Mr. Samama specializes in gaming interior design, which is what I needed. He does 3D modeling, isometric gaming rooms, so that's kind of these things right here. It's like a 2.5D type of thing. That looks really, really cool. It includes redesigns and upgrades to improve your setup, and he has the portfolio to back it up. Redesign, on the other hand, specializes in retro posters, art, and graphic design. I wanted a retro poster of the 8800 GT. I think an ode to one of the most iconic GPUs of all time seems very fitting on my wall. After drawing up a quick floor plan, I messaged Mr. Samama details of my room, including inspiration for my desired look, pictures of my room, the issues I currently have with my setup. I sent Redesign similar information, details of the GPU and what I wanted on the poster, as well as some retro computer advertisements as inspiration for the final design. Cool, I think that's it. And in less than a week, they returned with the final product. Whew. Okay, so I got back the project files and they did a phenomenal job. So Mr. Samama, he actually provided me with 12 renders. He only promised 6 according to his listing, but he said he's going to give me 12 with 2 different designs, one a more modern and one a little bit more minimal, because it's my first time on Fiverr. What the heck? That's so sweet. So this one is the more modern one. It's not precisely my style, like I wouldn't have that kind of backsplash and all of the RGB, but the design looks really, really good. Everything has come together really nicely. He's able to put my mirror and my armoire in it. And then this is the more minimal look where we don't have the hexagon polygon backsplash on the wall with the setup. And I really like this. I like the 3 posters right here. And then get this, he has a whole 8.5 minute video walkthrough. And he just goes through it like line by line, piece by piece, explaining why he chose the things that he chose, where to get it from, how much it'll cost, and how to stay under budget. But that's not even all of the products that he has listed and where to buy them. I feel like that's going above and beyond because I wasn't expecting that at all. This was awesome. Like super satisfied with it. Very, very happy. So good job. And then Redesign, we went through a few different iterations. I think 2 different revisions, but I think the end result was a good effort. But this ended up being the final design for the poster. And I still think it looks good. I like it. I think the colors are nice. I think he did a good job with just the overall aesthetic of everything. So I wish there was a little bit more information here, but I didn't supply all of that info, and so I can't expect the artist to know all the details about a 2007 GPU. Right. But overall, satisfied with it. I think it'll look good on the wall. So I got all of the project files, I got all of the project details, and now we just have to make this happen. back here in real life. So let's give that a shot. I didn't realize how much stuff I actually had, and doing the setup upgrade gave me the chance to declutter, which I really needed. And that actually became one of the goals of this entire project, was to make sure that every item in my room had a home. That means no dangling wires and no random items in weird nooks, crannies, and crevices in my room. It was also a good reminder that I needed to take care of the things that I already own. It was probably a few months before I actually cleaned or refreshed some parts of my setup.
Are you videoing this?
I was a little nervous when I first started putting the setup together because it didn't seem to be the change that I had hoped. But I stayed faithful to the Fiverr recommendations, and I'm glad I did because I think everything ended up coming together really nicely. I love the end result, and while I based it off the Fiverr design, I took some creative liberties specific to my needs and my workflow. I only have one desk and a single monitor. I've been using the virtual desktops in Windows to emulate a dual monitor setup. It was a little bit of a learning curve, but now that I'm used to it, it's been worth it. I think the functional sacrifice is worth the extra desk space. I can now fit my PC on my desk, and that has dramatically improved cable management and USB port access. With a $10 cable sleeve from Amazon, I'm now able to manage all of my cables neatly, even while the standing desk is elevated. I didn't replace any of the peripherals in my setup, but I added a few ones to increase quality of life. I picked up a monitor light bar from Walmart for $20, and it works surprisingly well for the price. It only has a handful of lighting settings, but basic functionality is all I need. It also emits an RGB glow on its backside that I can control through an app and through my Google Nest. I also moved my bedside light and floor lamp to my desk space for added ambiance. And for once, my walls aren't a barren wasteland. I threw a corkboard on the left wall to hold meaningful items and trinkets, and I put up some ocean prints I've had for years but actually never installed on the front wall. And to the right of that is the 8800 GT poster from Fiverr. I'm proud of this first attempt, and it was really simple to print, only a few dollars at Walmart, and I appreciate its uniqueness. Instead of a second desk dedicated to PC builds, I decided to keep my bookshelf. It displays my personal library collection, lots of gifts and trinkets I've collected since graduating from school, and another set of Walmart lights to add more color to the space. I am happy with this result, but I still needed a dedicated area just for PC builds, testing hardware, and potentially coding. But I think I found a good solution for myself, and that is this folding desk that I got for about $90 on Amazon. I store it under my bed when I'm not using it, and this works great for me. It's easy to set up and break down and gives my room extra space when it's not in use. So far, this entire room works really great for me, and I love how it has turned out. And I couldn't have done this without Fiverr, so thank you guys so much for sponsoring this entire video. If you're looking to upgrade your setup, then definitely check out the freelancers that I used. And if you use the link in the description, then you will get a discount on your first project. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.